I'm Caitlin Wilson.
And I'm Madison Sutton.
Welcome to Maverick Minutes.
Today we're coming at you with some breaking news.
The Spring Hill School District is proposing an $82.4 million in-mail bond election.
It has been pending since last spring, and everyone over the age of 18 will get the chance to vote.
People who live in the school district received ballots to vote on the bond issue on August 19th. The ballots must be sent in by September 6th.
Let's get a professional opinion on the matter and go to Grace, who is currently with Mr. Sprague.
Thanks, Caitlin and Madison. So, Mr. Sprague, do you think the new middle school would improve our education?
Absolutely. You're going to notice it right off the bat when we start looking at class sizes and being able to do more collaborative work in classes, because you won't have as many students in a class, and teachers will be able to give a little bit more individualized attention. In the hallways, you're not going to be near as crowded in the hallways. It's going to mean a lot for our athletics too, because right now we have so many kids that go out for athletics that aren't able to make the teams. It's going to allow for more students to participate. So overall, it's going to give a better, well-rounded education for everyone.
About how long do you think it will be until we see the new effects of the middle school if it does pass?
With the middle school, you're probably looking at least about 2.5 years before it's completely, because we have to draw the plans, get the site ready, and then begin construction. The middle school project is a huge project to undertake, so it will take probably about 2 to 2.5 years at least.
Okay. What would the bond mean to the middle school if it does pass?
It'll mean a lot for our kids, our community. It'll give us a great facility, number one. It'll also allow, just like I said earlier, smaller class sizes, more opportunities for students in athletics, a better job meeting the needs of all of our community, from the south side of the community, the north side of the community. All of our kids are going to have great opportunities, and that's what that'll mean for us. Great facilities and great opportunities.
Thank you, and thanks for all that you do at Spring Hill Middle School.
Thank you.
Thanks, Grace and Mr. Sprague. Nice job.
Now let's go to Elena, who is currently with Dr. Burke, the superintendent of the Spring Hill School District.
Thanks, Madison and Caitlin. So, Dr. Burke, why do we need a bond issue at all?
Well, Elena, the first thing that I would say is we've got a lot of students that are moving into the district. And your middle school right now has 50 kids more than they had last year. And district-wide, that's happening. Within 5 years, we're going to have 1,500 more kids. And when we only have 2,700 kids to start with, that's a lot more kids.
How can we as middle schoolers help to get the bond to pass?
Well, Lena, that's a great question, because as a school district, we can't ask people to vote yes, and we can't ask people to vote no. The one thing that we can do is get information out and get facts out. And we basically hope that parents will get that information, they'll look at that, and then they'll make the best decision that they feel that is necessary, and then they'll vote. So the biggest thing is that they get out and vote.
I will more than likely be in high school when this project will be completed, so I'm curious to know, what are all the renovations at the high school?
Well, there's three main parts of that. The first part is on the north side of the building, we're going to add classrooms, and that will be for math, science, social studies, maybe some special ed classrooms. We're going to replicate what's already on the north side of the building. On the east side of the building, we're going to have to extend out the cafeteria area and the kitchen with more students coming through there eating, and that we're going to need more space to store food, space to prepare the food, and then you guys need more space to eat the food, so that's probably pretty important too. And then last but not least, we're looking at an athletic complex out there. And there would be a stadium, and under the stadium would be locker rooms, concession, restrooms, and we're going to put a weight room out there as well. So we're going to actually have a classroom that's extended out there. On one side, you would have a turf football field. So if band or other, cheerleaders, dance needed an area that they can practice on, then they could go out there and not have to worry about mud. And on the other side of the stadium would be a soccer field, and again, it would be a turf field. So quite a bit. The school addition was probably about $9.5 million. The kitchen / commons area would probably be close to $2.5 million, and then I believe that's about $13 million, and then the stadium itself with the fields would be about $4 million.
Okay, and what happens if the bond doesn't pass?
Well, if the bond doesn't pass, things are going to have to get really interesting. One of the things that we've always tried to do is keep class sizes small. And that's kind of hard right now because somebody walks around and they say, oh, I've got some classes that are really small. The thing is, we're not preparing for tomorrow. We're preparing for 3 or 4 years down the road. And so, like right now, your school has 50 more kids than it had last year. Next year, it'll probably have 50 more. The year after that, we'll have 50 more. So if we don't prepare ahead of time, then 4 years from now, when the middle school would be the new middle school completely be built and up and running, you're probably looking at maybe up to 200 kids more in your school that's in there right now. So the problem is sometimes people look at it and think, well, it's not that bad right now. Now, a couple of our elementaries are really, really packed. But if you go to the middle school and you walk around, you go, well, it's not that crowded. But you keep adding more people, it's going to get crowded pretty soon. Well, it takes a while to build a middle school, and then if we don't plan ahead, then all of a sudden it's crowded, and then we have to wait 2 or 3 years to get something built.
Thank you, Dr. Burke, for all you do for our district.
Well, I want to thank you for allowing me to interview with you, and one of the favorite parts of my job is to get to visit with students, and sometimes I don't get to do that. I get stuck behind a desk, so I really appreciate it. Last year, I believe some students let me be part of an April Fool's trick, and I really, really enjoyed that. So maybe this year you'll have to call me back and we'll do something else.
All right. Well, back to you, Madison and Caitlin in the studio.
Wow, Madison, did you know that Springfield is one of the fastest growing school districts in Kansas?
That's right. Thanks, Elena and Dr. Burke.
Now don't forget the ballots. Either vote yes or... We apologize for our technical difficulties. Remember, either vote yes or...
Just kidding. We don't want to tell you how to vote. We just want to encourage you to vote.
Thanks for tuning in to Maverick Minutes Breaking News. Oh,